She licks her lips and climbs into my lap, straddling me. She has me pinned, one leg on each side of mine and her chest right in my face. And, just rest. She winks at me. She places her hands on my chest and slides them up toward the top button of my dress shirt. Oh no, as much as I'd love to have you sprawled on that bed all night, if we miss this party, we won't only be answering to Reagan, but to your brother, and now your mother, too. No thanks. Now get your ass in that dress. We have 15 minutes to be at the restaurant. I lift her off my lap and move carefully due to the growing erection in my pants. She notices and chews on her bottom lip seductively. Are you sure? She moves quickly and rubs me through my dress pants. Damn it, Lindsay, get dressed. I shake my head at her and try to think about baseball or football, anything to make this erection go away. Lindsay laughs smugly as I adjust myself, and she picks up her black dress from the bed. She looks tired and pale with her light skin and blonde hair against the stark black dress. As she steps into tall black heels, I zip up the back of her dress. Wrapping my arms around her from behind, I press her against me. She purrs like a kitten at my touch. I love you, she hums and rests her head against my chest. I love you too. Now let's go, so we can get back here and finish what you started over in that chair. I love when you're bossy. She giggles and grabs her jewelry off the bed. Let's go. We weave through the linen-clad tables in the small Italian restaurant where Lindsay's brother, Landon, and his fiancée, Reagan, are holding a small dinner party. They have a private room in the back, and Reagan stands just inside the open door, waiting presumably for us. Lindsay walks right up to her and gives her a quick kiss on the cheek. Sorry we're late. Crazy day at the station. Reagan smiles at Lindsay and kisses her back. Matt, she says, smiling, did you two ride together? It has to be the worst-kept secret that Lindsay and I are together. For over a year, everyone has known, but we've just never actually told anyone. We show up to events, dinners, and family functions together. We receive invitations addressed to both of us, but Lindsay is always worried that Landon wouldn't accept me, his best friend and former partner, as her boyfriend. Landon, of all people, would know I would never do anything to hurt Lindsay. Yeah, I picked her up on the way over. I wink at Reagan. They love busting my balls over our secret relationship. Maddie! Landon shakes my hand and smacks me on the shoulder. How's it going? Good, hanging in there. How about you? Same here, man. Glad you guys could make it. He chuckles and steps away from me to say hello to Lindsay, who has taken a seat at the long family-style table next to her mom and her stepfather, Louis. Lindsay smiles at her mom and stepfather. I love to see them together making up for lost time. My heart bursts with pride when I think about how forgiving Lindsay is to her mother for leaving Landon and her at such a young age with a horribly abusive alcoholic father. The stories Landon would tell me of the beatings he'd take to protect Lindsay damn near make me nauseous. I reflect on my own childhood and how lucky I was to grow up with two supportive parents who were there for me and met my every need. My dad coached my Little League baseball team, and my mom was the epitome of the perfect housewife. My brother and I were very blessed. My parents and brothers still live in the area, and we're all very close. I can't imagine not being near them. A server walks over to me with a tray of filled champagne glasses, and I take two, one for Lindsay and one for myself. I hand one to Lindsay before leaning over to kiss Josie, Lindsay's mom, on the cheek, and shake Louis's hand. Matt, great to see you, Louis says, squeezing my hand. I nod and slide into the seat next to Lindsay. Josie is whispering something in Lindsay's ear, and they both laugh. Louis rolls his eyes and takes a drink of red wine. It's unbelievable how much Lindsay looks like her mother. Reagan sits down next to me, and Landon sits across the table from her. The rest of the guests find seats at the end of the long table, and the room is suddenly full of conversation and laughter. Lindsay slides her hand into mine under the table as Reagan stands up to greet everyone. So dinner will be served in just a minute, but before we eat, I want to thank you for coming to dinner with us. We all get so caught up in our busy lives, careers, and activities that we sometimes forget to slow down and just enjoy a few hours with our closest friends and family. She smiles and looks across the table at Landon. So dinner will be served family style. There will be an assortment of pastas, salads, wine, and champagne. She picks up her wine glass from the table and raises it in the air. To amazing friends and family, she toasts before sitting back down. I squeeze Lindsay's hand, which rests